Here, I'm gonna bring something out. Actually,
Ribs is so nervous.
No, I'd be the same if I didn't have dumplings here to help me. I'd be freaking nervous. I wouldn't know what I'd be doing. It would be awful. Like I can barely color inside the lines, and you expect me to put makeup on.
I say, if you guys make me pretty enough. Oh no, it came off the hanger. I have a maid costume.
Oh my god.
No, same.
I have one too.
Man.
Let's go.
What?
I got the ears as well.
Yeah, I have the ears
This
too.
is amazing.
I have
No
the ears.
shot.
Wait, you gotta put the ears on now, though.
Is that?
To keep your bangs back. You gotta put.
To keep the hair away from your face, you know? There we go.
There it is. All right.
Perfect.
That's better. There we go. Learning the ways of the makeup.
You look great already.
I'd say when we introduce ourselves, talk about what type of content you make, and like after you introduce yourself and
Well, I've
stuff.
got to introduce myself with no makeup on, no glasses. No one's gonna know who I am.
This
Well,
is
we
me
can always-
before.
We can always do like a before intro just
Oh
in
my goodness, we
case,
should.
and then we
Yeah.
can do an after intro if we wanted to.
We should at the end be like after, like
Yeah, the before and after look.
yeah,
Oh no!
yeah.
Before and after me, you're gonna get a different me. I'm gonna say my name
It's not
is.
even the same person anymore.
Wait, I need
Before
Before
one
I'm known as Ribble, now I'm known as not active.
I'm your Discord kitten.
I went from Ribble to
No
your Discord
shot.
e-kitten. Meow meow.
Put the maid outfit on just to secure the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, you better believe it's gonna be going on.
Respawns e-kitten.
Mhm.
Code meow at checkout.
Yeah, call me.
Oh no! If this gets out and somehow I make partner, it's gonna be a meme. It's gonna be a respawn meme for the rest of the life.
Yeah, you need to do like a picture of like doing this like with your
meow,
cat.
meow. I'll Photoshop some claws on
man.
you too. You know?
Oh, I'm crying.
All right. So I'm Chubby Waifu. Most people call me Chubbs. I play mostly first-person shooters. I like to play a lot of other things though, and my content is usually clips of sus behavior and me screaming a lot.
I like that.
My content is bad. Bad gameplay. Bad gameplay.
No,
Not
that's
bad.
bad. Well, for me, my name is Feeds. I was a streamer for a good long time, but now I've kind of dialed back. I do YouTube. I have 3 different YouTube channels. I have a reaction channel, a podcast channel, and then a gaming channel that I upload every now and then on. And pretty much, I would say, as far as my main game, I play Rust. But a big focus of mine is definitely my podcast, and it's kind of, why Monster wanted me to be a part of this, and I appreciate being on here with all of you guys as well. It's awesome to be able to just chat with you guys. But because of my podcast experience, I just want to kind of make a change and just make somebody smile. And that's why I decided to put makeup on my freaking face. So to make somebody smile, it is what it is.
You're making a lot of people smile preemptively. So I mean,
I'm Rebel. I'm everybody's favorite peanut butter loving backflipping chaotic streamer on YouTube. I'm mainly like right now my main focus is like rage games, but I'm more of a variety streamer. Most of my content is either clips of me failing at video games or being really good. So it all depends on what happens. Or gaslighting my chat. I do that a lot. Like
Yes.
I never put on makeup. You didn't see that. It never happened.
you think I would put on makeup?
Wait, that happened? I don't remember.
When did that happen? Proof or it
You're
didn't
gonna be a
happen.
meme. You're gonna be a meme now.
Yeah.
Lifelong
This
dream.
is-
Be a meme.
This is how history starts. Hello, I'm Monster Girl or MG. I mostly play FPS games. I'm focusing more on like Call of Duty and a little bit of Apex on the side as well. I like to have like clips of me, I don't know, shooting back sometimes. It's not always that often, but sometimes it happens. And then I also like having like little funny moments in there too that hopefully make people laugh. And well, if it doesn't, then that's tough, dude. I don't know what to do. I'm out of a job.
Hi, I'm Team Cupcake or Cupcake or Wi-Fi likes to call me Chad Cake, or Cuppy or M Capes. There's a lot of names. I stream on Twitch, Kick, planning on streaming on YouTube and TikTok very soon. A lot of my content is just I make a lot of content that's related to K-pop, but I also make a lot of I don't make a lot of gaming content as it is, but if I do, it's always funny clips. But my goal is just to make people smile. That's my only goal. Time for the fun part now.
No, this is not fun. This is not fun. I'm not looking forward to this.
What do you mean?
No, this is a great time.
Yeah.
Great time.
This is fun for all of us.
Sorry,
Not
Ethan. I
you.
forgot you're here. Yes, it's
Yeah.
a great time.
Not the meow.
I can do it better. I mean, I talk to my cats all the time.
Getting the lipstick ready.
He's the cat whisperer.
He's just starting out with the lipstick
Yes.
right away.
I was playing with it.
He's like, this is all I need.
He's got like cat ears for every day of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday.
No, for different moods, really. Mm.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Is it makeup time?
This is a-
I
Time to
guess.
put on the mix.
Sorry.
It's time to go blind.
All right, I'm blind too.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I started off blind. What the fuck?
I gotta like squint to see.
Instructions unclear. Can't see.
Can't read, can't see.
Same.
Yeah, so what do we start with?
Do you have a base? Like I have Elf Holy Hydration Face Cream. That's my
Ooh.
base.
I think you're speaking gibberish.
I've
Do you
heard-
have
I've heard good
foundation?
things.
I got foundation.
Okay.
I think it's what it says. Glow foundation, so I'm guessing that's what it is.
It might be. There's a high chance that is what it might be.
This is gonna stink.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
How does one put on foundation?
that
Did you get a foundation
Primer.
applicator?
What is it? Is it that thingy?
Yeah. Do you have it? Do you have it wet?
Yes.
Do it? It's wet? No. Should I get it wet? It's a bad sentence.
Oh, God. Yeah, see, kitten, you should get
Yeah,
it.
you
wet.
dirty little
Okay,
sponge.
you start licking
You
it.
like that, don't you?
He's like, I thought that call was for tomorrow.
I guess it is after dark, so
That answer should always be yes. Okay.
Am I gonna be able to like rub my eyes?
No.
That's awesome.
You
No,
can't touch your face
sorry.
for the rest of the
I'm
night.
like,
I'm so sorry.
I'm so used to just doing it. Man, I don't like this.
Okay.
I don't want to do this. Do it.
Okay. So do I. I put eyeliner on and then I'll end up like touching my eye and I'm like,
Oh, I always touch my face and then I always wonder what happens to the rest of my makeup. Where is
right?
it?
Oh man, that's why I keep like an extra eyeliner and like mascara in my purse at all times. I'm constantly
Smart.
touching my face.
Oh, Frank, wait. I have to like go super fast. I'm trying to
forgot
keep
my-
up, guys. I'm sorry.
Wait, I didn't even grab my foundation.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm okay.
Dude, Monster Girl, you're like speedrun makeuping.
Dude,
You're
I'm
like trying to set the
keep
world
up.
record.
I'm trying to keep up. I don't want to fall behind. Oh, frick.
Okay, so what do you guys got for foundation?
I
just
don't know.
have,
What do we have for foundation? What does that mean?
I have fine beauty.
Fine beauty, fine.
One of my friends got it for me.
Ooh, you like it?
Yeah.
I have me some of that Fenty beauty.
Heck
Ooh.
yeah, Fenty girls!
Wait, what's your shade? Same.
2F02A.
That
To
is
what-
not
to
my
what show-
shit.
You reading out
Sometimes I'm
part
just
numbers?
ass.
What the heck?
It's build a face, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it popped up alternator. What is that? Do I have to close mine?
Yes,
Oh my bro.
Okay.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Things shrink on it. It's like it almost
are you-
feels like. Don't ask me what I'm doing.
Does it feel
Are you
foreign?
drawing it on your face? Wait, no, come back. Come back.
Yeah, you have to do it on the. He's gone.
He's over there
He came
doing it
down.
underneath the camera.
Do it upside down is what I should do.
Daddy.
All right. So should we talk about the first topic?
Yeah.
Which was, well, I guess it's more towards waifu, Cupcake, and Ribble, but the differences between the past recruit stuff, challenges, and all of that, versus this invitational.
So, I guess honestly, for me, I did 2022's recruits, and I actually skipped 2023. So I skipped the last recruits. So for 2022, we actually didn't have challenges.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was
I-
more just like,
The
It was you
challenges
just-
were
you
to
put
the
out-
top
but then
25.
yeah.
Yeah, so just competing for like spots week after week, they were just constantly looking at our content
Oh,
that we were
okay.
putting out.
So
So
there
there
was no
was-
challenges involved?
There was no challenges.
Oh.
Last year was, I mean, we had way more people, which was the same with 2022. There were so many people. Like they started out with like 1,000 people, like not even 1,000, more than 1,000, and they cut it down to 1,000, and then slowly cut it down to more and more, and just so now like
I have to close mine.
invitational is definitely different than recruits
Yeah.
because we have way less people, and then they're going to be doing it more than once a year, versus like recruits was like only once a year. Which
Okay.
makes sense why there was more people.
So my my shade looks great in person. I look like Morticia Adams on camera.
I feel that. So would you guys say that like because of like the differences, you guys feel more pressure with this? With the
think
invitationals?
Way less people, yeah. Plus
It-
they're partnering they're partnering 10 people out of us.
Yeah.
I feel like the competition is a lot more steep when it's an invitational, because
Yeah.
that means the partners and Respawn themselves already think of you as a potential
Right.
partner. So I feel like everybody's trying their best.
I know for me, because I didn't do the last recruits where they introduced, doing challenges week after week or, like whatever, cut after cut. I honestly feel like I might be like a step behind because I'm not used to doing challenges. It's always just
Right.
been my own content and putting it out in the best way that I thought possible. Like I played games and made content with other people, but it was never on a challenge basis. It
I
was
think
just
what's nice though is like I don't know necessarily like you think you're behind. I just think that the challenges are because the challenges aren't like it's more of just stepping out of your comfort zone with the challenges. It's nothing like so I don't think you're behind. I think it's just probably different than what you're used to because of the fact that you're used to just doing, whatever you want versus like hey, you need to collab with somebody. And you're like, oh well, I mean, I already do that, but I don't really like have it planned,
Mhm.
right. That was also a big challenge for me is so many people are not on my coast. Like I feel like everybody I make friends with, no one's a West Coaster.
Oh yeah,
Right.
no, I
So-
feel that.
So for me to I don't want to say like be forced, but to like be challenged to collab with other people
Right.
and
And then the
then making sure I have like the time.
always
It's
say
good. Like
that-
it's challenging. Like I liked it. I kind of liked being put on a schedule.
there's EU people, so
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do
it's
it.
hard for them
Oh, shit.
gosh.
because they're 6 hours ahead of me,
I'm
and I'm
at.
central.
Imagine not being part of the good old US of A. Rah!
So what's after foundation?
Democracy. What else? Do you have concealer?
Um,
What? List off what you got.
I don't
only
think
got
I have
that
concealer.
foundation.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell
I
mine or
love the
not, but I'm trying.
blush. I love the blush. It looks
Yeah,
great.
fantastic.
They said my blush is amazing. I don't know what the fuck that is.
No,
List
I don't
off-
have concealer.
You
Okay,
have
what you
blush?
got?
You got blush. You just put on blush next.
No, I don't. I have eyeshadow, and I have
Eyeshadow
liquid
works.
eyeliner, and I also have a pen eyeliner, a pencil.
Oh, she got you a pen
Oh.
eyeliner.
You can
boy.
you can draw.
I said I wanted
eyeshadow
liquid
first.
because I wanted a challenge,
Oh.
and then she said,
I'm-
"No, you're getting this." So I have both.
You should do. You should do a
I'm ready.
smoky
Yeah.
eyeshadow, and then do like some cat whiskers.
Please do cat
No.
whiskers.
Liquid. Yes. Yeah, you need to.
I need a reference image.
All right, for the smoky eyeliner, you put you put the eyeliner on, and then you kind of like rub it a little bit so it looks all smoky.
Yeah.
You know, I try that. I look like I got black eyes.
I
Yeah,
know,
nah,
same.
same.
I don't do it. I just know how people do it. I don't know how to do it myself.
Yes. Go.
Yeah, we're looking at Google cat eye makeup. That's all
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at.
What's one of the next questions, Monster?
The next question is what kind of content we make / how it goes with this challenge. I guess going so far.
Let's do since this one's about getting out of our comfort zone, I guess we can all just kind of talk about how something different we've done this week. Obviously, some of us, like me and Ribble, have this, but
This is
But,
normal for me. What are you talking about?
okay, my bad. Sorry,
Yeah,
kidding.
this is
But
his,
normal
Yeah.
ones.
This is what he does on a Monday night. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's my typical Monday night. Yeah. Yeah, this challenge is nothing.
Uh,
My humor is so bad.
Forgot
It's
I didn't
not.
mess anything up.
It's amazing.
I'm muted. Wow.
Okay, thank you.
I
Um,
don't know what this is.
I'm so used to playing Genshin a
Oh,
lot.
you
Like
can
I
do
play
it.
a lot of Genshin. And it's a very solo play. It's like multiplayer, but it's mostly solo player. And so for me, like I do like playing multiplayer, but I've been so comfortable playing Genshin lately that like being pulled out of that helps me get out of my comfort zone for sure. And then Monster's forcing me to play Apex tomorrow if I lose to her, a challenge with her. So
Hey.
and I haven't played Apex in so long.
It's either
So
Apex or I learn a K-pop dance. So it could be what it is. You never know. I'm really bad at dancing, so.
I just got done teaching somebody else a K-pop dance last night too. So
Oh, she's a coach.
for this challenge, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's all the makeup my fiance had, so we just got blush and a few things.
Let's
Can't
go.
You have mascara on?
A little bit, I guess. It's kind of hard to tell.
It looks
It's like the
good.
only thing that's
Right.
ever been on my face is mascara.
I'm like still trying to hurry. I'm still rushing.
I don't know how one does. I don't know how one does eyeshadow.
Kind of just put it on your eyelids and hope for the best.
I think for me with like this challenge, because like I'm definitely more used to playing more of the FPS games and stuff like that. With this challenge, like even just this one in particular, like I've never really actually sat down with others to do like makeup or even like talk about stuff. More specifically about like any challenges that I'm going through in terms of like content wise or like recruitment invitational. So this one for sure is first for me. And like even with other ones that I don't want to spoil quite just yet, it's still like it's pushing me out of just like the FPS content and just trying like different
Right.
content overall, whether it's like IRL or different games or potentially learning a K-pop dance.
Yeah.
I know for me, this challenge was more. I wanted to do something other than switching games because I play a lot of games, and I have
Right.
over the 40.5 years I've been streaming. So I don't want to say like I mainly play FPS, but like I play a crap ton of other games. So for me, I really wanted to do something way out of it, and that's sitting in a Discord call doing my makeup and talking to people that I really don't know. That is probably the most uncomfortable thing for me to do. So I went out and did it. Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean for sure. I mean it's really solid. It's awesome. Just like I said, during the intro, like it's great that we could all kind of be here and stuff today. And I mean, same thing with me. Like obviously, I don't want to spoil anything, but I've done a couple games and stuff that I'm not used to playing or making videos with. But I mean, my podcast is really a big one. Like I know that like anybody that knows me, I've done 40 episodes so far. I just did one with
Oh.
Hoffy that got uploaded today, and so like I kind of get put on this what's it called, like stigma that like I'm already comfortable and I know how to do them, and like to an extent I do because now I have the experience. But definitely another on top of everything else I'm doing. I have 4 other podcasts that I'm sitting down and doing all with people from Respawn that I don't know anything about, and like yeah, I've done podcasts, but they're also still people I have no idea who they are. So it's still kind of in my own unique way, even though it seems like I'm comfortable, I'm actually not. But it's something, doing the podcast, it's my passion. So I kind of like punch my non-comfort zone and try to get out. And so that's a big thing for me, and that's definitely one of the biggest things I would say for this week is just trying to collab with all you guys and everybody else that I've got. It's just it needs to be normalized. A lot of people reaching out and just hanging out with each other. It's not done as often as it should be.
I think the stigma behind the podcast thing too is like podcasts can like there's many types of podcasts, and like you can
Mhm.
always develop and change podcasts. So you're always learning with podcasts.
Yeah,
Like it's not always just like one set thing that you already know how to do.
right.
For real. And then like especially with like podcasts too, you'll always have like multiple different personalities and just like different people interacting with each other, and you just never know how it can go at the end of the day. Because like I mean, you could always hope that it goes well, but you never know when it could just take a wild turn and you're just like, oh. Well,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the same thing like with my podcast, like the way that so like my podcast, if anybody here hasn't seen it, it mainly focuses on, I don't talk about drama or thing like that. I just talk about the creator, their come up, their past, and normalizing those things. And then at the end of the podcast, I just ask them advice and tips for creators and things that they could do or experiences they've had. And almost every single one where I don't know the person at all, the reason why I have it set up getting to know them first is because they are super uncomfortable with me. They don't know who I am. They don't know where I'm
Right.
coming from.
That
I'm just
makes
this random
sense,
dude that DM'd them and stuff. And so I take 20, 30 minutes just getting to know them. So that way, when I kind of start asking the more difficult questions or maybe a little bit uncomfortable, because some people don't like sharing their experiences, now they've kind of learned that about me and I know them, and they kind of feel a bit more, advocating to want to promote that and want to share that. So
Right.
that's kind of why I do that, and it's very unique, and I'm very blessed to, like I said, have 40 creators so far and going on and more, and I hope that I can get to 100, 200, and keep going and going.
I get stuck in my own bubble, and I like to stay doing what I know is comfortable for me, and I'm not always good with change. So I find myself like I'll play with like the same groups of people like over and over. We play different games,
yeah.
but it's always the same people. So like I don't get out and do as much as I want to, even though like I love making friends. But
Yeah, but I mean, like at the same time, that's not really your fault though. Like this, it's not a doubt in anybody's mind. This community nowadays is a lot weirder than it used to be. So it's
Right.
harder. It's harder to connect with some creators and stuff. There's a lot of creators that have ill intentions and just not the best you want to surround your community with. And it may not even be in a negative way. They just may do a certain type of content and they swear a lot and they rage a lot. And you may not be that. You may not like a lot of rage and a lot of swearing and a lot of yelling and
Right.
stuff. You may be more cozy and chill. So that's definitely another thing. I wish that people would be a little bit more upfront with the kind of content that they produce, so that way it would make other people not only feel comfortable, but kind of give them a motive to be like, hey, like this Fees guy's actually pretty cool. I already know a little bit about him and his podcast, and it'll kind of make you want to reach out because it's hard reaching out nowadays. It's one of the most uncomfortable things to do as a creator when you're trying to collab.
Especially
It
when
is.
you're an
Oh, for
introvert
sure.
or have social anxiety.
Yeah, yeah.
Introvert here.
Yeah. I heard the word introvert and was like, hey.
Huh?
Wait, something that.
I feel like, although, like, that's why I'm kind of, like, thankful about, like, the gaming community, is because, like, I am very introverted, but when it comes to online, I'm not as introverted.
Oh yeah.
For sure. It's definitely more easier for me to make friends or, like, connect with people. And I feel like those connections, at least for me, have been a lot more genuine. I mean, of course, there are like people who are going to use you in a negative way or whatever, but like I feel once you find the good people, like those connections for me have been very genuine, and
Right.
it's just like something that I'm very thankful for. And it's kind of helped me like bring me out of my shell, especially when it's something like when we're all doing something that we're passionate about and we can all kind of relate to that in some sort of like as like a foundation starter on the terms of like friendship and all of that stuff too.
I think online too, it's really cool to find people that have like similar interests of like as you. Like whereas like you go to talk to like real life people that you know and you're like, oh yeah, like you start talking about like gaming and they're like, okay, like just like
Okay,
like we
nerd.
game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I
Totally.
can go to
feel that.
work with like 50 people, and like one of them might be like a part-time gamer, and it's just like,
right.
like now what do I do? Now I'm the girl who games. That's just what I'm known as,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no,
And I have
feel
like
that.
no one to talk about it to at work.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. Like, I feel like for me, I was very vocal about it when I was in high school. High school, middle school, just growing up as a kid. And, like, it's cool to see that, like, negative stigmatism kind of, like, start to disappear when it comes to, like, being a gamer or have an interest in content creation. But it's still kind of, like, with this, like our age, people in our age is still kind of like a little iffy, you know, because they're over there like, oh, I'm a nurse, married with 3 kids and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Great for you. But I'm like, bro, like I can't relate. And it's just sometimes a little bit more difficult, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand. I think another thing too, like using the term stigma again, like you're like, oh, I got doing my 9 to 5, I'm going home and I'm gonna play like 4 or 5 hours of Valorant, and easily, I guarantee so many parents are like, your company literally lets you have overtime. Like, why are you streaming? You could just go and make a little bit extra money, and I think that's a big thing that really stinks. Is obviously this world is so driven by money, and a lot of people just kind of forget how to be happy because they're so focused on providing and the cost of living, and it's an argument that's always going to hit a brick wall, because no matter what your opinion is, if you don't have enough money to support yourself, you're forced to do things you don't want to.
Or even with like I feel like maybe the older generations, I feel like younger, they're more accepting towards this whole idea, at least majority of them. But I know for like me personally, like my parents never thought gaming or content creation could actually be a job. And so they're a lot more harder on like, okay, you got to go to college first, you got to get your school done first, and all this stuff. Like, gaming has no money, no future for you, sort of thing. And I see that around with like a lot of other creators too. And it sucks because it's like, it is hard to make like a good living off of just solely like doing content creation and what we're passionate about. But it's like a risk that I feel like a lot of people are wanting to take, and it's something that's still like doable no matter what.
Exactly. Like me today, like I could have easily stayed and got overtime until 8 p.m. And I'm just like, like, as much as like I like overtime money, you know, like it's just me and my pets. I'm like, I want to go home and do something like I'm super excited to do, and that's hang out with you guys and do
Yeah.
this challenge.
Stop! You're making me feel special.
You are E-Kitten, don't worry.
Don't worry about it, E-Kitten.
Don't call him a good boy. This call will just flip.
Meow meow.
I'll tip over if you call me a good boy. I'm just saying.
He'll start purring.
Who's got the treats?
Oh man, it's funny.
Don't get me a laser. I'll go
gosh.
crazy.
No, I feel like the stigma thing though, like it's definitely like see, I'm a mom and I'm like and so like this is like my only enjoyment half the time is like I don't get to go out and do stuff, you know? Like this is my
Yeah.
enjoyment. So there's people like, oh, shouldn't like I've had it before where people have come into stream and they're like aren't you supposed to be going and taking care of your child? And I'm like, or maybe like I'm enjoying myself, you know, like and so like there's a huge stigma with like that you're not allowed to like especially like I'm 30 and people have this stigma that once you're 30 you're not allowed to like have fun anymore. Like
Have a life.
Right? So like they'll be like, you're 30 and you're gaming? Like, are you childish? I'm like, no, I'm just like I'm having fun and like this is what I enjoy. Like
Yeah. No, I mean,
Exactly.
I agree. I think, another thing I talk about in a lot of my podcasts is, gaming teaches you, I mean, not even really like it doesn't even have to be specifically the game, like just the space, whether you have a program that you edit. Like with me, I use Sony Vegas, obviously it'll be a studio and different programs and different windows and CapCut and all that stuff. And all those different things, it's, let me figure out how to word this. Like a lot of people forgot how to be proud of themselves. There's a lot of people that's
right.
stuck in what's going on in their world, and a lot of things stink in their life, and they're so upset, but they forget that they know how to edit. They forget that they know how to collab. They know how to stream. They know how to work all these things. And it's like, it's a beautiful thing that a lot of people don't take for credit and would actually make them feel a lot better. And if they would understand that there's more to them than just working and just a normal thing, like all these different programs and these softwares and these games, they teach you a fair bit more. I mean, you could even go as far as school, it teaches you a lot more than even school would teach you in learning how to grow up and learning how to socialize and how to network. I mean, it's really important. And I feel like that's something that's really slept on. And a lot of people need to be proud of what they've already achieved, but they're so focused on they haven't been successful, so they don't want to be proud yet. And I think that's dumb. You should always be proud of everything you do.
Or they like compare themselves to other creators, which is I feel like it's an inevitable thing to do. It's I feel like with this kind of just job, you're always going to compare yourself to others, but at the same time, like one other person's achievement doesn't mean that you haven't completed your own achievements and all that stuff. And how I see it is just like that's like their blessing, that's for them, all of that. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have just as big or even a bigger achievement or an opportunity to come down your road when it presents itself.
Yeah. Everybody like grows in successes at their own rate, and I know like I see a lot of people get discouraged because you have someone say like me who's been streaming for 4.5 years and I'm hitting like 1,000 followers on like TikTok, just barely, and some people who stream for a couple of months and like boom, they blow up, and then
Yeah.
like I've seen it discourage other people from continuing what they've been enjoying up until that point. And I think there should be more talk about like people being more open about how long it can take to be successful, or like may not, if you're like aiming for success, like that's you, but not everybody is. So I know for me personally, people have come into my stream and they're like, whoa, you've been streaming for 4 years and you're still this small. And I was like, I'm not doing it to get successful. I'm doing it to like make friends and have fun. And if success happens along the way, then it is what it is. And I'm just living my best life how I want to live it,
I also feel that like success is very like subjective in a way, because like one
Right.
person's version of success could be like,
Oh,
oh, I want to
definitely.
live just like Mr. Beast or like have 50 mansions, and that's my version of success. Whereas like some would see it as, you know, I got to make some friends. I saw that. Some other people just see success as just being able to have some time to do what you want to do and make some friends along the way, and that's success to them, you know? And I think both versions of, you know, whoever success is valid within their own reasons, I guess. But, you know, it doesn't mean one is more worthy than the other or makes a content creator more, I guess, better than the other, sort of a thing.
Yeah, I mean, you can say the same thing about just like my podcast. Like, I'm not trying to like sit here and promote it. It's just a good example I have to use. And
Right.
like, you could easily say like, oh, you've interviewed 40 people. You know, you should have 1,000 subs already. You should have a bunch of views on your video and stuff. And like for me, like if it happens, obviously I want it to happen. I want to get as far out there as I can. But that's my happiness. Being able to tell you that I've sat down with 40 individual people for well over an hour just talking to them about them. That's what makes me happy. And that's how I have my motivation and want to keep doing this. And that's not really the sole reason, but that's a major reason I even entered in for this Respawn Invitationals, because I did the same exact thing. I brought this up when I was talking to Hoffy, and I took advantage of it, not in like a negative way, but I reached out to Frosty TV last time when the recruits was going on.
Yep.
I can't remember what the title of it was, what it was called. But I reached out to him and I was like, hey, you know, because the big thing about me, I like connecting with people that I somewhat know. Like, I don't just reach out to anybody for my podcast. I like to be some type of mutual. So that way, like, you know, if Monster Cat likes Ribble and I don't know nothing about Ribble, then I like Monster Girl. So I'm going to like Ribble. That's just kind of like in my head. Like, that's how I kind of go about it. And so when the Respawn was happening last year, that's what made me really get into it, really respect the brand and all the people going for it, because all these people aligned somewhat with my same intentions, and it, you know, wanted me to talk to them. And that's the whole reason why I really wanted to get a part of this, because back then I was doing it from the sidelines, and now I'm blessed to be a part of it and actually work within it. And, you know, of course, obviously with challenges like this and stuff, it helps a lot more because it helps everybody hit their goals and stuff. And, you know, a big thing I say at the end of the day is just a lot of people don't get the time to talk about themselves. It's just something I like doing, because it just goes back to what I said before. Like, everybody needs to be proud of themselves. And if I end up having to be the person that you end up talking about your accomplishments, and, you know, so be it.
I also think that people forget that content creation is hard.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, our versions of success might have to be smaller, because, like, if we, like, it's just one of those things is, like, if our version of success or our version of happiness is, like, well, you know, like you have 40 people that joined your podcast, you know, like, that's your version of happiness, because content creation is hard. Like you have to find happiness within the little things within content creation. Like, shoot, I've been streaming for 7 years. 7 years, yeah. I was started on Mixer, then I came to Twitch, and then I came to Twitch and Kick, and now, you know, it's just and on Mixer, not trying to like promote myself, but I had like 7,000 followers. I was partnered, like, and you know, it all got shut down. So like, finding your version of happiness within all of this is like, you have to find those little like bits of like, okay, well, at least I have like 5 viewers watching my stream. At least like I have like 5 subs, you know.
So on that topic, I don't want to cut you off, but on that topic, how did you feel being cut down and having to kind of restart? I mean, how is that for you?
It was hard because like I had applied twice for partnership, and let me tell you, I got partnered 2 weeks before they shut down the site.
Oh man,
2 weeks.
that stinks.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I didn't even have a button. I didn't even have the button to be subbed. Like, yeah. So, yeah. It was hard. Yeah, for sure. What was nice though is like when you have like a good community behind you and good people behind you. I came to Twitch and I got it affiliated within like 2 weeks, and had my first subs within like 2 weeks. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, obviously, I hate that for you. I hate that all shut down. But I mean, it's kind of like, even I don't think this will happen. This whole TikTok talk about it being shut down and all this kind of stuff. But like, hypothetically, if it did, like, it's the best term I could use, which I hate using this term, but it's kind of like a reality check. And it's like, yeah, you can be big and you can be successful on something, but at the end of the day, if you didn't build that, it can be taken away just as easy as you got brought up on it. And it's definitely really stinky, just like with you and Mixer, it was awful. I'm sure that really hurt you, but at the same time, like it's kind of in a negative way, but it taught you those aspects, and I guarantee you've probably used that to other people in your community and other friends you've talked to and stuff, and use that as motivation to say, hey, what happened to me too? Like, I got through it. Look at me now. I'm on this. I'm hitting these goals and stuff. And it's a sad bit of advice, but at the same time, if you didn't experience that, then somebody going through that exact same thing won't take you serious when you're trying to give them advice. And it's the stinky part about this world is you have to live the experience for somebody to kind of understand and actually respect that opinion from you.
Well, and I think too, what you said with like the reality check thing is like when Mixer shut down and everybody had to like migrate over to Twitch or wherever they were migrating to, it was a reality check because you come over to Twitch from Mixer, and Mixer was small compared to like Twitch, like way smaller. So you come over to Twitch and it's a huge reality check because you think you're like a big shot on Mixer. Like there was partners that I'm pretty sure there was a few partners that had like a reality check that were like, okay, maybe I'm not as big as I thought I was. And then you come over to Twitch and you have like so many fish in the sea. Like it's just like you're in this tiny pond on Mixer. And then you come over here and you're like, wow, like there's so many people. So yeah, it's definitely different. Like it's a huge reality check. Like so if like TikTok got shut down, or it would be a reality check because like people would be like, okay, well I have to like figure out where I'm going to put my content now. Or that's why I think it's good to put content in other places and to make sure like you're putting your content everywhere else, because you never know what can happen to the site that you're on.
I think it clearly shows like when something like that happens. I think it really shows who's really passionate about this kind of stuff, because I feel like a lot of people would be intimidated, and with getting that reality check, they would just kind of quit and just feel demotivated. But you could see who's kind of like passionate about this, and it brings along the whole like, if this is something that you truly love doing, then it's like no matter what, like it's tough, but you're gonna get back up, sort of a thing.
You went a lot of dark, that Cupcake.
I don't know what happened. My camera. Hello.
Somebody flipped it over.
Oh, it's so dark.
Oh my gosh!
Rebel.
I can't look at myself.
Come back here, kitten.
No.
Come back here, curtain.
Meow.
Meow.
You know what? I don't think my eyes look too bad.
They look great.
I think you're beautiful.
No,
What the
did he
fuck?
serve or did he serve?
I'm gonna have to wipe this off my eyes because my eyes are watering.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Good.
Oh,
Stay
cat
strong.
can't.
Did the
gonna
cat
start
catch
tearing
your
up.
eye or something like that?
Yeah, Rebel's just got that thing about him, it's hard to handle it.
No, it's the groom's first look. Listen, he's emotional.
He didn't even hold my hand.
I messed up my whisker, but it's okay.
Ain't no shot you did the meow when you said okay. Why there's so
He's
much on
feeling
my
it.
eyes?
I'm here for the comedy relief. You guys were getting too serious.
Yeah. Thanks, kitten. We appreciate you.
Meow meow.
Wait, Monster, you did a good job
my
finishing your
goodness.
makeup quickly.
I know.
Yeah, somebody needs to call Guinness.
I skipped a lot of steps, but I was like, you know what? It's okay.
It's not forever. This isn't an all day look. Unless you planned on streaming 24 hours after this.
Girl, no, I got editing.
No, I got editing later too.
The tears that come from editing will wash away this makeup look and just give that fresh face. The dewy look.
All right. I think it's wardrobe change time.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
god.
Let's go. You got this.
I don't know if I'm prepared for
Back
this.
in a minute. I'll be
Okay.
back.
Oh,
All right.
We can
my
talk while
jaw's
he's
gonna
done.
drop.
He's got to go use the litter box real quick.
Dang, if only he had a wireless headset to hear that.
Yeah.
Dang.
This is my third time doing it. And you know, keep coming back every time because you know I love this chair company. It's a great company. And didn't even think I was gonna be here, to be honest. Like didn't even, because you know, got added last minute. Was not expecting that at all. So I guess I don't know. I'm here because you know, I don't know. I keep saying this year, but I'm like 2024 is my year, so I'm here
Yeah.
to show off a little bit this year. So
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
keep that same energy. I mean, I know it may be like a little bit saddening, you know, because it's your third time, but I mean, hey, like if you didn't do it again, you wouldn't be sitting here with us. You know, we
Right.
wouldn't be able to have this conversation. So
right.
even something simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
What about you
How-
guys? Wait,
Well,
what?
how'd you find like respawn recruits in the first place?
You know, I think the first time I was just like they posted a thing for their respawn recruits on Twitter, and I was like, oh, who's this? And so I became interested, and I was like, okay, I'll join. Like, sure, why not? Like, I've seen this chair company around a little bit. I don't really know them that much, so then I did it, and yeah, like, kind of the rest is history. Like, I didn't really know them at first, though. Yeah, like,
What
Yeah,
about
no,
you,
same.
Chubbs?
So I think I followed them on Twitter, and I think it was like a week later, maybe two, they had posted about their recruits, and I was debating on it because you know I've got a lot of social anxiety, and I've never competed in anything before, like on the platform. I've always just been purely like I stream, make my content, move on with my day, you know. And so I was like, you know what? I gave it a shot, and uh, like I got as far as the top 100, and then I don't really talk about it because I don't want it to have that like that label on me. But like I did make partner. I was one of their last partners that they had for 22 after the fact, and they was only partnered for like a couple months before they shut down their partnership program.
Mhm.
right.
And then 23 came about, and I just had so much going on in my life that there's no way I'd be able to go through that again. So I just kind of sat on the sidelines cheering everybody else on that I knew from the previous recruits, and I was very, very surprised to be invited back for this one.
So what made you want to come back? I mean, being there, watching them fall and everything end, and you're like, oh, you know, this is probably over. It was a nice run, and now they're all of a sudden back up and running again. Why does it make you want to put the grind in for a second time? I feel like that's not something very common you see.
Because I love Respawn. I loved their people that back their company, like everything that they
Right.
stood for. Anytime, you know, something questionable happens, they're like they're there to make sure like it's a safe space for everybody. And that's what that's what I really like in a company. So like that and their chairs really comfortable.
Use code meow.
Yep. Well-
So no, that's why I wanted to come back, because I was really sad that I didn't do the last recruits. Like I really wanted to. Like I said, I just had so much going on in my life. There was no way. And then the fact that they like added challenges, so like I knew I was gonna have to be so time pressed. It just
Yeah.
wasn't feasible. So to come back and like accept to do this, I'm like it's still not a great time, but I'm willing to fight for it again. Like I'm at a better
Well,
spot, and like
I definitely feel the whole like, I think last year I was so like, even I did it last year, but even then I was dealing with a lot. I mean, like last year I got diagnosed with celiac disease, like very beginning of the year, and even during respawn recruits I was having like a hard time. So like for me, I don't think I put as much effort as I possibly could have, because like the fact that I was just dealing with so much, like, and so now like okay, I'm like okay, I think I have a little bit better handle on like what I'm dealing with my celiac disease and stuff. So it's like a little bit easier to be like okay, now I'm gonna put a little more force into this and a little more effort into this and see if I can like make it a little further, you know. So
Yeah, definitely. Well, like one thing I was going to add on top of what you were saying, Chubbs, I feel like that's kind of in your own way getting out of your comfort zone too, because you didn't want to do it before because you didn't want to be pressed for time, and now there was challenges. I guess we'll wait for Mr. Ribble here. Okay. Okay. I guess
Making a
he'll be
little
back.
appearance.
You teased
nice
us.
little sneak peek. Thanks, kitten. I feel like last time you didn't want to go for it because you didn't feel like you're pressed for time, and now you're doing it. Not only is there challenges that are more difficult, but you have way less time. So how does that go in your mind from, oh, I'm a little bit too busy, even though it's a couple months and I'll be fine, I just don't really feel like it, and now you have a month to do everything, so
Right.
how does that feel going into that?
Stressed, but I feel okay. Like I feel like I'm in a better spot mentally to do this. And like I said, I got to watch like all the homies go through it and support them. That I felt like they're like seeing them succeed and be happy, like even though like not everybody makes it, but I don't know, it just gave me more enthusiasm. Like I felt can't.
He comes back and she's having a serious conversation.
You can continue. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
We'll get to him in a second. Go ahead and continue.
I would take myself seriously.
As you say.
So as I was saying,
I need to mute my mic. I want to mute. Okay, I'm muting in Discord instead.
anyways,
Stop.
just I can't look.
Close your eyes. We're not here.
Is that
Thank you,
better?
kitten. Thank you, kitten.
No, come back.
Come back, kitty.
Oh, he's been waiting to hear that. Why would you say that line? He's been waiting this whole Discord call to hear that. I'm gonna hit him with the here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Got some treats. Come get your treats.
Yeah, for real.
Just turns on the webcam, just smashes right into it.
Not the peanut butter.
Yo, I got some Nutter Butters.
Good stuff.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
I feel like this is a really bad.
I can't with you. This is ridiculous. Why is the cat holding the spoon? I have a lot of questions.
The plot twist.
I'm a delicate kitty, okay?
Okay, well, Ribble, we'll ask you the question here in a second. But to finish, you just having the switch, you said you were supporting your friends and watching them grow and stuff from the sidelines.
It gave me the motivation to do it myself. I'm like if they can do it and like power through and like kick ass, then I can do it too. Like I got this. So they motivated me to do it.
That's sick. Ribble.
What's the question?
I was going to ask you. I just have to process for myself. I didn't expect I'd be dealing with 3 cats today. I already have 2 at home.
He's flustered.
No, stop.
So the question, Kitty, was that what made you get into Respawn and basically how you got here today? How did you hear about Respawn and why is this something that you wanted to pursue?
Oh,
Was it across the litter box talk? Listen.
you see, Respawn makes chairs, and as a kitty, I like to sleep on chairs. No,
Oh,
This podcast is
God.
over.
that's my choice.
That's it.
Oh,
Okay, serious talk. Okay.
Mhm.
Keep making stop
Oh.
joke.
Mhm.
So my owner, they're into Respawn. They saw it from. I can't even act.
We tried so hard
Oh
to
my
stay
God.
serious for you.
The first thing he opens up with my owner.
Oh man.
Okay, once I'm in character, it's like character. Like I can't go back.
Yeah. I respect the passion. I respect it. I'm gonna mute my mic if I keep laughing.
I just can't believe you got the gloves on. That's what really makes
Oh,
me
really?
like.
I got the gloves. I got the stocking. I had to grab my white Converse. That's what I was
Why are you so
grabbing.
flexible? You can't even do that, man.
You know what? Just because you guys are beautiful.
Oh no.
What the heck? Holy!
Holy
Bro, wait till the
shit!
head second. Bro, that deserves a treat. Let me go find him.
A treat?
Wait, she's got Nutter Butters for you.
Oh my god.
You ready, kitty?
Wait, what?
Broke.
Oh, fucking treats!
I love that you slid back in the camera. I can't.
I got cat treats all over my desk, man.
You ever just slide into streams like that? Like,
I don't
my
slide into
keyboard?
stream like this.
no. Feeds, do you ever just like slide into stream like you just did? Like,
Sometimes when there's cats that I'm not aware that I have to take care of. Oh.
There you go.
Oh no.
Oh man, good job though. You hit that. That was crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm glad you didn't miss the landing. That would have really sucked for everybody.
Kitty down, kitty down.
Cats always land on their feet.
Bro, dude, you have a script. You have to. There's no way you just know this off the top of your
If
head.
he missed it,
There's
if he
no
missed
way.
it, I don't know what I
I
would have
can't
done.
script.
This is all scripted, guys. Go on a
Dude,
page
when
read.
when Christmas comes around, I'm gonna give you like a little like title, certified e-kitten. I'm gonna like send it to you. You're gonna put it on the back of your wall.
Like a plaque. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, anyways, we
man.
were so serious.
Well, I was waiting for the honest answer.
So here, I'll give you the honest answer. So I've seen lots of creators, especially Cuppy, who has a Respawn chair, and I'm just like, I always had a really bad chair. I'm just like, yeah, I'll follow the Twitters, and then over time, I kind of fell in love with the brand and what they're for. So that's why I was pursuing recruits, because I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. You don't know what you're gonna do or how far you're gonna make it if you don't try. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll try. So I think this is my third recruit, first invitational as everybody else, but yeah, I just fell in love with the brand, so now I'm pursuing it actually. Before it was just like, I didn't really believe in myself. Now I kind of do, just as much.
Yeah, definitely.
So
No, definitely. I mean, I think that's kind of the more important thing. Like, obviously, it's all jokes and everything in this call, but like, just you, I mean, going that far, how you are right now, like, I mean, you're making people smile. You're making them laugh, and you'll post this up on Twitter and everything. Like, you make a big difference. So, as weird as it is to tell an e-kitten that I'm proud of you, I definitely am. Fuck off. I regret
it's over
being
here, right? It's over here.
Okay, see, maybe this is why I should just not stay here.
You're about to be put up
All
for
right.
adoption.
Oh no!
Oh man, no treats for a month.
Bad kitty.
The spray. Oh
Get
no!
the spray. Get the spray. Stop.
Stop it.
That's crazy. Well, Monster, what made you get into Respawn and everything?
I mean, honestly, I don't know too much about Respawn other than it was like a gaming company, or gaming chair company. Sorry, forgot the chair part. And I don't know, I've always seen them on Twitter, and I've just kind of seen them like make that interaction with their communities, which I feel like not a lot of companies try to do that. So that really stuck out to me. And like, I mean, even personal interactions with like the Twitter, with like just joking around and all that. I like how Respawn jokes back, you know, and tries to build that like friendship. And that's always something that I'm very passionate about, is like having fun, joking around, poking fun where, you know, as long as it's not crossing the line or anything.
Right.
That's like a huge plus in my opinion for any sort of company. And you know, I kind of already try to start putting myself out there a little bit more in terms of like just going for things that I didn't really would particularly go for, or like I would be very not as confident going for. So like, for example, like I did this whole like recruitment challenge for SOAR, and then I saw at the same time like the, you know, Respawn was doing their own little posts about like talking about the recruits invitational, and I was just like, you know what, I'm already shooting my shot with SOAR, why not just shoot my shot with this company that I already kind of just like, because that like little conversation and just, you know, I'm trying to think of the right word, just that like relatable funny humor connection is kind of already there for me. So I was just like, hey, what's up, you know, if I make it in, you know, I'll make it in. And then here we are.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's huge that you have a lot of things in common. And I think that's kind of the, again, going back on the term stigma. I mean, there's a lot of people that are sponsored and affiliated and partnered with places that they're not really that comfortable with, you know, and they don't really like or enjoy or know a lot about the product or even tried their product. And so I think that's definitely an important thing. And I think Respawn is kind of amongst all the companies that are on Twitter and other places, they're kind of like the gym, you know, in all the different companies, because they're the ones that stand out because they're for you. They're not for, you know, how many sales you're getting a month or how much you're promoting it or whatever. They're there to see you promoting their brand and being the face of it, knowing that, hey, if you buy a chair, these are the type of creators that are also affiliated with us. And it just kind of creates that just nice little environment. And, you know, it's just kind of like going back on our old conversation about overtime and money and gaming and on the, you know, how the older generation looks at us and stuff. And it's like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, you can make more sales for Respawn and you could get out there, but at the same time, like, wouldn't you rather be a company that has solid creators that you're just genuinely happy with what they produce and the vibes they give off? I think that's the more important aspect, at least for me, anyways.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that 100%. You know, because like I said, there's some companies out there that just don't bother to connect with their audience at all, and I feel like Respawn is just one of those companies that actually does take that step to, you know, make that connection, talked with their, you know, audience or Twitter or like, you know, just anybody. And like, I've always heard great things about Respawn too and how they handle situations. And I've just kind of always had my eyes on them for a bit now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as I go, I've kind of really said my spill for, you know, pretty much. But, you know, overall, I've known about Respawn for a long time. But again, just like I said before, I kind of got into them because the last event that was happening, that's how I ramped up my podcast. And Frosty TV, he was the one that really stood out, and he was a really big friend of mine. Me and him went for Monster may even remember the Obey Recruitment Challenge about 3 years ago that me and him both had went for, and we had just kind of connected. We've been in a couple teams together and here and there and just playing and even in some tournaments and stuff and scrims and all that. And so I've been friends with him for a long time, and I've really supported him. And so seeing him being so adamant about this company is what really made it stand out for me, because Frosty's somebody that I really supported, and to see the immense support that he was giving and all the love that he was showing, you know, when he made his partnership and when all that went down, it definitely stood out to me. And that kind of showed me, like, it's just kind of like how I did my podcast. You know, if I really enjoy people that you're around, I also want to be around them. And that was, Respawn was just that company. There's not a lot of companies that I like, and I'm only sponsored by one. My first and only one is Elgato that I've ever had. And so I really pick and choose who I go with. And so Respawn is definitely some type of company that I would want to be around, because I just appreciate the things that they do.
Right.
Very nice.
So, Well, I guess as far as everything else, I think there was one more. What was the last question on our list, Monster?
Advice for content creation.
Okay. So I guess we'll end things off this way. Do we just want to kind of go down the list for everybody and just kind of everybody give their own little opinion on advice if anybody's listening or watching?
Yeah.
Start us off. So, my advice for anybody who's making content: be authentic, have fun, get creative, and post as much or as little as you want. All right. Don't burn yourself out for content.
Yeah, definitely. I guess my advice would, networking is everybody takes it in a different way, but I would say focus on what type of content you like creating, whether that's on a certain game here and there. And something I did really a lot when I was a new creator is I played Final Fantasy 12 and the Fallout series a lot. And so in my free time, a lot of times I would go and I would click the lowest viewer count and I'd go to that game category and I would start tabbing into everybody that enjoyed the same game that I did. And that's how I made a lot of my connections, because I just wanted to have something in common. So that way, even if I was super awkward and didn't know what kind of question to ask, at least we could have the game to relate to. So that would be my advice: is if there's something you're really passionate about or a game you really enjoy playing, find other creators that do that category. It just allows you to kind of branch out more.
Guess my turn. Be uniquely yourself. There's only one you in the world, so be the best you can be. That's generally my advice. So yeah, be a cat if you have to be.
Or even an e-kitten.
Mr. Whiskers.
You can't be an e-kitten because I am already an e-kitten. So
I am
be
the
something else.
e-kitten.
Be an e-dog. I don't know.
Oh, is that your next
Kitten.
content idea? You're going to 1v1 who's the best e-kitten?
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
Nibbles
kitten
is
wars.
the
Yeah,
final
big all the
e-kitten
e-kittens in the world.
boss.
He's just going to hit the backflip and it's going to be like, all right, here's your ticket.
Wait,
Go ahead. You've got it. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, there's a Facebook meme where somebody actually DM'd everybody saying that, hey, we need to meet at this time, this place, all of them, and we're gonna fight to the death, and whoever wins,
Yeah.
they're the only. I
Yeah.
forget what name it
It
was.
was
but
like Jason
could do
or
the same
Jack
thing.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a very common name.
Yeah.
We should do the same thing, but with Ekin.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm writing the idea down now.
I'm sending the post
Great.
right now.
Great competition.
Y'all free for tomorrow? Okay. So I would say that when it comes to content creation, don't expect to be perfect at first. This is definitely something where as time goes, you will learn, change, evolve, and just be open to accepting that. Like I said, you're not going to be perfect at first, so don't forget to just have fun while you're doing all of this, because eventually you'll find yourself in your own niche and whatever you want to do. It'll shine through as time goes on and you learn and everything like that. So just be patient with yourself and just be ready to learn. There's learning in this.
So my advice would be to, one, make whatever content you want to make, because like the one thing I've learned during my time with content creation is like you kind of just have to make whatever you have fun with and whatever you're enjoying. I've gotten to a point where I just create whatever content I want to make at this point. Another thing is just don't like, Wi-Fi said this before, but don't burn yourself out. Take breaks when you need to. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your physical health. All the above. Take care of yourself during all of it, because like people aren't gonna find your content enjoyable if you're not having fun with it and you're not like actually like actively like showing your best self. So yeah, that's my advice.
Good advice,
Nice.
Cuppy. I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't having fun.
Yeah.
I'm
we
like, no,
appreciate you.
I can't wear this and do makeup if I wasn't having fun.
Also, collaborate with people. That's another good piece of advice.
Yeah. I wonder who told us to do that.
Not respawn.
Where's the editor?
Editor, make note.
You just right on Monster Girl's forehead. You.
Like every time we say the word editor, it's just like a word slapped across your face.
Yeah.
Or it's just like a little picture of her coming up. Like, shoot.
Oh man.
Well, it's been fun putting makeup on with all you wonderful ladies in E-Kitten.
I get my own separate. Okay.
That's so good. That's so good. No, this was
amazing. This was fun.
This was. I was really nervous for this. I'm not gonna
Well,
lie. I'm like, I
dreading
got
it
an
the whole time.
hour drive home, and I was like, I only knew Cupcake, and I was like, oh man, like I'm actually doing this.
Yeah. I think it turned
Oh,
out really
man.
well. I think it was probably about the best it could have been, honestly.
Honestly, now I've just got to figure out how to edit this because I don't edit long form content. So other than like my introduction video, I think like 3-4 years ago, I tried like long form league content. That was terrible.
Yeah, I mean it'll be pretty simple. I just focus on obviously the big moments where we all laugh together and stuff, and then just snippet questions that you're answering to make it personal to you, and just kind of let everybody else have their own little thing. I think it'll be just fun. I think everybody would be really interested in every one of our point of views of everything. So it's not often you get 5 creators together giving their insight on things, and especially for it to be, for the most part, like it was pretty, like not only comfortable, but it was just very easy. Nobody was talking over each other. Everybody was being very respectful, and I feel like it's not something that's common nowadays. Everybody's always like,
Yeah, everybody wants to get like their opinion in, like, and just completely cut off the person that's talking. So no, I did. This was a very comfortable setting to talk in.
The only
Yeah.
issue we had was Discord kitten distracting everybody.
An issue. We'll talk about our Discord kitten. Okay?
Yeah.
Cupcake.
What Discord kitten? We never had one.
Well, lost him.
he just pops back up. Everything's
Just
off.
quick. I would
He's normal.
You just quick change.
Yeah, if I could quick change, that'd been beautiful. I mean, I could edit a quick change, but I'm good.
Good.
The power of editing.
Right?
Edit like you falling and then getting back up.
That's what you wait. That's what you should do when she sends you the video. Is you should like just have it. Don't even show you walking away. Just have you coming back and like just there. Although you should definitely keep you walking and just covering yourself. Like
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
It was.
I didn't want to reveal it right away until I had the full fit.
Don't be
together.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
That's gonna be so good. Oh,
Well,
man.
it's been awesome being able to hang out and talk with you guys, and looking forward to all your journeys, regardless whether all of us or none of us make it. I'm just happy that we all got to do this today. So
Yeah, of
I
course.
Gotta agree.
so, Monster, you're gonna send it to all of us, and then we're just gonna edit it however we want. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys, yeah.
Mhm.
I will probably do my. Well, yeah. I'm gonna probably rewatch and just kind of get an idea of how I'm gonna edit it. But yeah, I'll send it through like a Google Drive, and then I'll
Yeah.
just put that link into the Discord chat. Oh, I do want to say before before we end, frick, because I don't want to forget. Frick, where is it? Shout out Sam. We hope you feel better. We are so sorry we cannot film this with you.
Oh
But yeah.
Oh, I know.
But we hope
Sam.
we hope you feel better soon, bro. So
Yeah, feel better, Sam. We'll have to
Sam
get together with Sam.
Mm-hmm. Part 2. Does the E-Kid return?
hey, I mean that'd be I wouldn't be opposed to it if
Oh,
people
my
genuinely
gosh.
wanted
Oh,
to see a part 2.
All
We
the
should do
guys
it.
dress up as E-Kittens.
Oh no.
No.
It's not for everybody.
No. See, he's already got me blushing, so I'm done. that's as far as I'm going. Oh,
We should do
man.
that. That'd be funny. Just have him come back.
Yeah.
And be like, does he return?
But like seriously though, like if people genuinely wanted to see a part 2 of us sitting down and answering questions, I mean, obviously, again, Monster, I appreciate you bringing me on. I mean, I know my podcast experience helps. I don't like being like I'm the reason or whatever. I don't like being like that. But I'm just glad that I could make things easier, and just that's kind of my goal. Anything that I do, I want you all to feel as comfortable as you can. So I really try to set that tone.
No, you're an expert. That's why
Tone
you're
has
here.
been set
Yes.
successfully.
And it worked.
It did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It did.
clearly.
I got your comedic relief, okay?
I forget that he has bells sometimes, and I randomly just hear him through his mic.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, do you have bells?
Where's the bells?
And
Should we all just end off with all of it just being like bye?
Yeah, we can.
All right, bet. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We gotta do this for 3 minutes straight, guys. This is the
Okay.
challenge.